This is how you start a screening at the 48-hour film project. All right, Edinburgh, all right. Let's hear it, Edinburgh, make some noise, Edinburgh! Woo! Let's make some noise, let's hear it, come on, guys! Come on! Yeah, come on! Come on! Come on, Edinburgh, let's hear it! Let's hear it for the 48-hour film project! Woo! I said there was gonna be prizes tonight, so who can tell me what was the prop this year? Let's do this. Let's start the screening.
Directed An Idiot's Guide to Trauma Puppetry.
My name's John Paul Liddell. I was the composer for Key Change, which was the tap dancer horror film.
My name's Scott, and I directed and wrote The Mouth by Team Startooth.
Scott Ness Films, we did Phantom Feedback.
I'm Alex from A Big Physical Player. I made No Backsies.
My name's Karina Radomska from Blog 414. We made Isolated, the zombie movie.
I'm Will. I'm a DOP for the Cheesy Dead People.
I'm Duncan from Alpaca Pictures, and we made Last Train Home.
I'm Emma from Screaming Unicorn. I wrote and acted into Girls Summon a Demon.
I'm not gonna lie, we were kind of gutted we got silent film because a friend of mine who's a sound recordist had come up from London. Uphand, it did mean that Lucy in the back there, who's our really talented animator, we got to incorporate the whole silent film part to start because we wanted to do both genres. So at the start I was like, oh, what are we gonna do? And then it worked out really nicely.
This is our third time taking part in the festival. So the first time we did a disaster movie, and the second time we did a murder mystery whodunit. And both of them were musicals as well, so drawing, dance and horror. It was very easy to come up with an idea that was going to suit what we wanted to do. So we were pleased.
Dance and film de femme. We kind of took liberties with film de femme because we didn't feel we were that strong with dance. So it was a mockumentary film de femme. But our amazing new team member Imogen really took that home. So I think we pulled it off.
Yeah, so I got time travel, which I was quite happy with because I've done this quite a lot before, not always on my own, I hasten to add. And I'd never had time travel before, so it's just nice to get something new. And it was a bit scary at first because I knew I was going to have to draw everything that I came up with, so I didn't want to come up with anything too ambitious, so I just made a time travel set in a restaurant.
We had alternative history, which was one of the new ones, so it was kind of up for interpretation, so I feel like we were quite happy with that, kind of do whatever.
So myself and my team planned a storyboard, but we wanted a mockumentary, and we were like, how are we going to do this? But the team decided, let's just do like a comedy and improvise, and we filmed that, so I think we like the comedy, yeah. And at the end it works out fantastically.
Will, that was a very different genre than you normally go for, mockumentary. So was it, were you scared at first, or was it very different than your normal style? And would you try it again?
Well, we quickly got together and we thought, actually we'll definitely do that again. One day, maybe a feature film or something longer, because really we all enjoyed ourselves doing it. At first we thought, not sure about this, but we actually thought it was a really good genre. We'd definitely do it again.
Has anyone or have you ever accidentally texted dead instead of deaf?
We did horror for Glasgow last year, and we were not very happy with it. So on the one hand, we were not happy to get horror again, but on the other, it gave us a good chance to kind of learn from our lessons. I think last time we tried to avoid some of the sort of tropes that maybe you go down, and this time we're like, let's just do it at night, make it scary, do jump scares, and yeah.
Well, every year we've done it, we always pray before we go in that we pick horror because we want to do horror so bad, and we always say, let's get horror and not climate film, but this year we picked climate film, and we also picked fantasy, so we're like, well, we'll go for fantasy, not climate film, so yeah, we were happy, I guess.
Straight into it because I don't really have time to do anything else. Like, if I could, I would be still messing with it now and trying to make it perfect, but for the 48, I'm lucky enough that I'm not very good at drawing, so that helps because I can draw very quickly and I don't get perfectionist about it. It's pretty haphazard, my process. I don't have a very good process, and it involved a lot of, well, very, very little sleep, basically.
Exploding puppets. We knew going into it, we were like, we want to do something with puppets. It kind of just came naturally when we were chatting, because we were talking about genres and, you know, all the different things that can get thrown up. And we ended up just being like, well, what's the Muppets version of that? And it gave the guys a great opportunity to kind of learn puppet making in a weekend. Exploding, that I think was more on the fly. We sent our producers, he just out, kind of, we were just like, go get confetti. As much confetti as you can find. And it ended up being one of the most fun aspects, I think, of making it, because by the end of the day we were sort of like on the floor. Some people have got their hands in puppets, some people are just throwing confetti all over the place. So I'd say that element was very on the fly and was one of the most fun things about it.
That's kind of how it panned out, I think. In terms of set pieces, we actually had, I think, a cast of 4 originally with 3 background, and our director wanted to bring all of them in to be, you know, principal actors. So we actually ended up with 7 actors in a diverse cast, which I think helped the film. So we were really lucky in how it all panned out. It was actually a second location. We lost an editor or 2 and a director. So by the end of the day, we were very happy with how it all panned out. So yeah, it was great.
I had the idea of a guy being trapped in a musical and then somebody chasing him tap dancing, and then we initially thought that maybe there would be just lots and lots of Rachels all tap dancing at the same time. And we filmed, like, for 4 hours we filmed bits of tap dancing. A couple of hours of that was just like recording the sound of Rachel tapping on a tap board, and then cutting it round, and we were sort of trying to get it so she was appearing in different places, and then changed to sort of I don't know what it's called, a swipe, sort of back and forth to different positions that she was kind of chasing the protagonist up the stairs whilst tapping.